Take two. Kyle here from All Media Reviews. Here to do a new series. Some stuff going on with my channel. I've got some feelings about, but I'm gonna try doing this. I thought about this. I'd mentioned this to I don't know last week. Spotify has top 10 songs for artists, bands, and artists, and I think I find it interesting and actually relatively efficient, quick, not so extensive, etc. To do like a reaction to song lists, the top 10 songs for that artist. Because chances are most of the song lists, as a fan, if you're really into a band, they're not going to be the top 10 songs aren't going to be your top 10 songs. But it'll be interesting, and the kind of the potential is kind of unlimited. The only thing I'm going to run into is the fact that some artists don't have. Some artists are not on Spotify, of course. Some artists do not have. I don't know. A lot of their albums aren't on there, and then I don't know songs that well, songs tracks on the back of my hand. So I could go to an artist I know, I like somewhat. Um, that's no bueno. And I wouldn't know what the top 10 songs. I can't really talk that much about them, so it's gonna have to be a kind of play it by ear. That might make for good commentary also. So, but yeah, it's it could be anyone from your favorite artist to a artist one album from, a few songs from. It potentially could be unlimited. I don't know. Then again, this may not catch on, or I may just not be happy with it, and it may just be a short-lived thing. I don't know. We'll see. But I just think potentially, I tried actually setting something up on the Dream Theater forums, but no one really cared. So that's part of it. Anyway, enough babbling. I'm just gonna do this. I may do more than one of these if I have enough time today. So this is I'm gonna just look at the Marillion tops. Marillion are my favorite band, so I obviously know um, their catalog pretty damn well. So. So this is the same. I did this a couple weeks ago on the Dream Theater forums, and this is the same list. So okay, number one is Kaylee, the 2017 remaster. I'm fine with Kaylee, and if it's the number one song from Marillion, 90,000 streams, it's fine because it's a pop song, I guess. But I just an observation here: the fact that there's the single edit that's the third most played song. I take a little bit of issue with the fact you got the top 10 songs from Marillion. You have the same song on here twice. I know because it's people finding it being recommended by Spotify, or curious about the band, they're gonna listen to it, or maybe they'll find the edit first because they can't sit through 4 minutes and 3 seconds, so it has to be three. I just take a little bit of issue with that. Why does one of the slots have to be taken up by the same song twice? Um, of course it's an edit too, and whatever, the single edit. And anyway, beautiful from Afraid of Sunlight. It's fine. Again, it's going to be catered largely to the numbers. And also, that's the thing I didn't add, is that these stream numbers are not, as you can tell, they're not in pure numerical ranked most streams order. There's some other equation. I maybe need to look it up. Maybe it's on Spotify or somewhere else. How their algorithm really figures this out. I don't know. I might want to try doing some research, and I'll follow up with that. But so these aren't necessarily the top 10 most streamed songs. They're just the top 10 songs that when you click on Marillion's page on Spotify. So Beautiful is a pop song. It kind of a contemporary pop song in some ways, but it's a great tune. It's very heartfelt. So having it at number two, fine. Lavender, again, along with Kaylee, it was another song they released a single from the Fish era, from Misplaced Childhood. Again, I don't have a problem with it. I'm not surprised. Those top four, other than the fact you have Kaylee on there twice, I don't have too many issues with. No One Can. That kind of irks me because, yeah, again, it's another pop song. This is not what Marillion's really that much about. So when people are listening to Marillion go through the song, they'll hear No One Can. That may turn them off. That's their attempt to sound like U2 in some ways, which I like U2, but I don't hate No One Can. I just kind of roll my eyes when that's got to be on there, when there's other songs that could be. And you have Cover My Eyes at number 8, which I like a little bit better than No One Can, but again, it's like these most of the songs on this list are basically Marillion as a pop band, which Marillion's not a pop band. They've done pop type songs, but they, so you have Easter on here at number 9. If you're going to choose a poppier song from Marillion, that's a much better choice. So at least it's on there. Um, and then you have, again, just like Kaylee, you have Lavender on here twice. So again, and in this case, it's one's from a compilation, one's from, I know they have compilations on it, one's from just the remaster. Maybe I shouldn't be upset at the people finding it or listening to it. It's really being upset at the algorithm and Spotify, the way they set this up, of course. So, Pseudo Silk Kimono, I guess I understand, I appreciate this, and then having Childhood Zen at the end being okay on there, in that it probably suggests that people are listening to all of Misplaced Childhood, which to me as a fan is the best thing for them to understand what Marillion's about, at least to me. Um, Granted, Pseudo Silk Kimono is just like, it's an intro that it was the intro to me, for me and many people, to the band, the first track off their most popular album, Misplaced Childhood. However, it's only 2 minutes and 13 seconds. It's really just an intro piece. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's just a little, it's like what do you call those? A vignette or whatever. It's not an overture exactly. Although maybe they kind of foreshadow. There may be some moments that are echoed back. I forget, in Misplaced Childhood on there, but so I kind of say that this is about half to 2/3 acceptable. There are much better songs that could be on here, of course. Now, mind you, I believe this isn't like a set in stone thing. This list isn't going to be updated. It could change in 6 months or years. So I may come back to Marillion and just see where it's at. Especially if it's changed. If it had changed, there wouldn't be point in doing another video for it. But so that's kind of my take on this. But again, there could be a lot of other accessible songs that could be on here. It's like more than half the Fish era, of course. It's like half. Which, the Fish, they had more commercial success. Well, what is it? Beautiful, No One Can, and Cover My Eyes, and Easter. So it's like 6-4. So, I mean, that part also kind of sucks in a way. It should be at least 50-50, but I don't know. I mean, I think I'm going to find when I do these, this is going to happen more and more. Be like, you just have the song on there twice, or it's a compilation, it's a live version. There's going to be a lot of that stuff that are on here, but it's reason to sort of criticize and make issue with it, just to see, and it's curious just to see what exactly, to like the larger mass music listening public, or whatever, are checking out from your favorite band, because Marillion is my favorite band. So I mean, people probably shouldn't care. At Spotify, I don't actually pay for Spotify. I don't have like a paid account, so this is totally free, But I would be curious. Please leave a comment, like and subscribe. You're curious what your take on this is from Marillion fans out there. Do you care? Do you have the equal criticism that I have? Do you have more criticism than I have? I'd love to hear about that. But again, that's about it for this first one. I may do one or two more, but thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and we'll see you next time.